Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen, anywhere you're listening. I am Yemi Olale, a market analyst at Investlo. This video and session is powered by Investlo, and Investlo is your gateway to trading. I welcome you to another wonderful opportunity for this week. We'll have an opportunity to check what we can trade for this week generally. From the 22nd to 26th of July 2024, let's see what opportunities we have in the market, starting from the fundamental outlook to the technical outlook, and we can judge our bias from that perspective. On the fundamental outlook on forexfactory.com, I filtered to see only the red folder, which are the high impact news only for this week, as usual. And then when you look at this on Monday, there is no single news, which is high impact news. On Tuesday, 23rd of July, there's also no single high impact news in the market. But getting to the Wednesday, 24th of July, we have different news, which is red folder from euro to Great Britain pounds to Canadian dollar. And this ranges from 8:15 a.m. Nigerian time till 3:30 p.m. Nigerian time. From the French flash manufacturing, which is the PMI, to German flash manufacturing PMI, to flash services PMI of Great Britain pounds by 9:30 a.m. Nigerian time, to overnight rates of Canadian dollar by 2:45 p.m. Nigerian time, to the BOC press conference. And these are the outlooks on the fundamentals perspective that we have for Wednesday this week. On Thursday, we have just two news on the US dollar, which is the advanced GDP quarter by quarter news and unemployment claims that is coming up on Thursday, 1:30 p.m. Nigerian time. And on Friday, we have another news, 1:30 p.m. Nigerian time on the US dollar again, which is the core PCE price index, which is released monthly to monthly. And the forecast we had is 0.2%. And we are looking forward to see how this is going to turn out on that same date. So in order to know what direction our DXY will be going through. So let's go into the technical part of the business, and let's start with the DXY, and this will judge our bias and direction in what we'll be checking out for on EURUSD, Great Britain pounds USD, and the rest of those currency pairs. Starting with the monthly time frame on DXY, we can see that this month of July has been a very bearish market, and in this bearish direction, we've seen how well it has really moved close below the closing gap, the closing price of the last month's closing. All right, and on the weekly time frame, what are we looking for? What are we expecting to see? Even on the monthly time frame, we'll be looking forward to see a little bit of buy before we experience more sell. This still looks very bearish, in my own opinion, based on what I'm seeing on the chart. Let's check that opportunity better and clearer on the weekly time frame analysis. On this was the last analysis I made on DXY. As you can see, this remained valid. This looks a little bit of buy is essential for this movement to push to the downward side. You can see clearly that the market has rejected its price multiple times, right? And with that information, it means we're just waiting for the market to do a little bit of buy into this price range. So the price currently is on 103.897, and I would be expecting the market to push into this price range at this price level of 104.234. This is a level on weekly time frame that I'm not taking for granted, that I'm expecting the price of the market to get into. If it gets a little bit more premium, it can even get to a price level like this, which is at 104.90. All right, so we're going to be looking at all of this perspective carefully in the market so we can have an idea of what we'll be doing. Technically, if we are looking to see how DXY is going to be a bullish move into this range, that means we're going to be looking forward to Euro US dollar sale for this week. Great Britain pounds US dollar will be also a valid pair for us to sell this week if DXY will be in a bullish direction up to this price range. Let's check out what we have on the daily time frame. On our daily time frame, the information remains the same. We're still going to be expecting a little bit of buy into a price range like this before we can see a bearish movement in the XY. And if you are looking forward to trade Great Britain pounds and Euro USD, or Great Britain pounds USD and Euro USD rather, you should be waiting to see this information play out directly on your outlook fundamentally and technically. So this is the daily outlook on the DXY and what we're expecting in the market. And one other thing I can still see right here is if this should be my first entry, then right here would be my second point of interest where I'm focusing on to see this reaction right here. All right, the candle that you see here, this candlestick right here, the wick of this candle from the range of 104.50 to the range of 104.36. The threshold around there is 104.43, and this is exactly where I can still be looking forward to see this reaction on the XY for me to take a shot. All right, so this is on DXY for the week. 4 hours information remains the same. You're going to see a little bit of buy, as this has also shown us a little bit of rejection before now. And then whenever you see this reversing crown in the market, it means the market is headed to a price level. There is a distribution at a premium before you can see more sell. And this is exactly that price range. Okay, that is on the XY. Let's check out what we have on the Euro US dollar. On the Euro US dollar, let's see. Last week was a bit grateful for a lot of traders that are looking forward to sell for 2 weeks now. On Euro US dollar, yes, this looks bearish. Let's start from the monthly time frame. On the monthly time frame for Euro USD, what do we have? Last week we anticipated a buy for most of the week, and that was what we saw. Monday to Thursday was really a buy movement. And for the month of July so far, what we've seen in the market is this is a bullish market. We've seen that this is definitely a bullish market. And if this is a bullish market, it means we're expecting the market to still go to a premium price level to break above 1.09764 to hit and test 1.1135, and most importantly, to see the price of the market at 1.1263. This is our anticipation in the long term. But however, this is on the monthly time frame analysis. This remains a buy, but definitely we're going to see a little bit of sell before we're going to experience more buy. And don't forget, this is the last trading week of the month of July, which means as you see the market cycle every single day at the end of every trading session, is the same thing that happens every single week, every single month at the last week or last month of every trading year or every trading month. So this is how the cycle looks like, and we're going to be dissecting that time after time. So on the weekly outlook right here with what we're saying, it means the market will definitely do a little bit of sell into a price level before we're going to experience a buy. All right, the market is going to do a little bit of sell into a price level before we experience more buy. For the market to buy, to break this structure strongly, it has to go down to grab some momentum at a lower price level, which is a discount, for there to move with high momentum in the market. So on the higher time frame of monthly time frame analysis, Euro US dollar remains bullish, but currently for this week we should be expecting more sell before we can anticipate for the buy. All right, at what level can we see the sell happening? Let's go to lower time frame for that. On weekly time frame analysis, for example, you will see that the market has created a structure right here. The last week, what you've seen is the market broke through the previous high level and it retraced back into a time range, a price range of 1.0881, and that was the closing price for the week. That was last week. And what you've seen here is you've seen a gap which was actually mitigated in the market. You've seen how this price level has been balanced. And definitely, what are we going to be expecting in this market currently? We should be expecting more sell to happen at least to this price range before we can see more buy. We're going to be experiencing, excuse me, we're going to be experiencing a little bit of sell into a price range before we can see more buy. And if we check this, let's see how many pips that is in the market from 1.88. I want to check the current market price. 1.0881. When you check that to the current market price, is just 35 pips, which is expected to be broken on, let's say, Monday or Tuesday. This should be taken out regardless of the range, but definitely we can be expecting the market to come to a price level like this for a sell before we can anticipate more buy opportunity. So which means we're going to be looking forward to a price range like this for us to sell to before we're going to buy. All right, this is level of an average of 100 pips sell before we're going to see a reasonable buy. So definitely for this week, my anticipation on Euro US dollar is a sell on weekly time frame analysis. Going to a daily time frame, let's see what we have there. Just like what you see, The market have a way of playing this paradigm time after time. We've seen the structure again and again. It's very, very clear to you that the market has changed the character at a point in time, and that will make you to be expecting your buyers to shift into the bullish direction. And of course, the market is not going to buy for a lifetime. And if that should be the case, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday were bullish candles until Thursday and Friday we have a bearish candle. And this is a massive bearish candle in proposition. And then we can only anticipate more bearish movement in the market on this daily time frame. And with this outlook, it means the market will do nothing less than at least a 35 pip shake off for the first month. That's Monday, for the Monday, which is very, very possible. But then, regardless, on the daily time frame analysis, look at the structure right here. You see the market has balanced that efficiency. And of course, what you can see within this price range is where you can still anticipate the price of the market to come to on a daily time frame. And when you check that, it's about 100 pips away from the current market price, and that took a lot of days to get there. This is around 2 weeks before the market left that price level at 1.0775. So the the anticipation right here is we're expecting more sell on Euro US dollar daily time frame for this week. For the intraday traders opportunities, what are we looking at? This has buy, it has bought, it has sold rather, this has sold a lot. And this was one of the reasons I couldn't sell this for a long time on last Friday, because I was expecting a little bit of buy into a premium price level before I'm going to sell off again. And with this information clearly to me that I'm going to anticipate the market to come to a price range like this at 1.09015. Okay, this price range 1.0903. Okay, 1.0903. In fact, I can make that 1.0900 depending on the psychological zone you trade with. But currently, what I'm looking at is how I can see the market come back into a price range like this, and I can sell from there. So which means on 4-hour time frame, if I'm going for intraday opportunities, I will not be selling Euro US dollar at the opening of this market for this week. I'm going to wait for the market to buy to a price range like this before I sell off. So currently, this still looks a little bit of bullish market to me. As you can see, this is a level the market has grabbed liquidity at a point in time, looking like a support level right now, because the market has gotten there again. Currently, you see how the market is reacting at a price level, and if this should be the case, then I can be expecting the buy to go to a price level that there would be a little bit of distribution, and then I will expect the little market to move in a direction like sell for me to make some buck. This is my anticipation of 4-hour time frame, and definitely don't forget the higher time frame rules and coordinate what happens on the lower time frame. That is the analysis we have on Euro US dollar for this week, and let's quickly move to the Great Britain pounds US dollar. Good thing, Great Britain pounds US dollar is it's positive correlated to Euro US dollar, so we're not doing much here. I've broken down a lot of other simple information on Euro USD, and everything is still the same when we talk about Great Britain pounds US dollar. So right here, what we have on the monthly time frame for Great Britain pounds US dollar for the month of July, we've seen the market has been a very bullish market, and it has really moved with a weak retraced or rejected from 1.3041 to 1.2914. And with that information, it means this level has to be mitigated a little bit. We should expect a little bit of sell before this buy will continue. But how well is this going to sell? Let's check out for that information on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame analysis, this was where I anticipated that I will be looking for a sell. If you remember one of the analyses I made on the outlook for those days, I said this is a level whereby the market is coming to. I think that should be last week or the week before. That this is the level that I'm expecting the Great Britain pounds US dollar to come to. The threshold of this range here is where I'm expecting the market to come to before I will see a sell. So it happened on Thursdays, and the market has been selling since then. And when you look at what the market is doing currently, you will see that this weekly candlestick, the last one, was looking like a shooting star. And with this information, it means the market is clearly going for a bearish ride, and we can be anticipating a bearish ride before this high level will be taken out. When market is ready to move, it's going to create a high. Definitely, it will move substantially to a low price range, which is a discount, to grab momentum, which is the liquidity, and it's going to move to break previous structures above previous high levels. And this is not an exception on Great Britain pounds US dollar weekly outlook, whereby I will be anticipating the market to still come down to a price range like this. Still expecting, sorry. We're still expecting the market to come down to a price range like this. This is about 135 pips for us to now see an opportunity to buy. So, which means if I'm going to buy at all, I will wait for the market to come into this range before I look forward to see a buy opportunity in the market. So currently for this week, my outlook on Great Britain pounds US dollar would remain sell. That is a bearish movement. Let's check out what is on the daily time frame analysis. On the daily outlook, let's see, this information remains the same on the daily, which means I'm expecting the market to come into this price range here. So to be able to refine this, if you're trading with daily time frame outlook, this will be better for your refinement. This price range right here. All right, this is very similar to what we had on the weekly. And when you have an analysis that directly looks exactly like what you are doing on higher time frame, the lower time frame is just moving in alignment with what is going on the higher time frame. You've done the analysis. It means this is good for you to look forward to. And this is what is happening right here. So I'll be looking forward to see a bearish movement of about 139 to 140 pips, or about 100 pips on average, before I'll be seeing a buy opportunity on Great Britain pounds US dollar. But basically, this has to retrace for us to have more juicy buy in this market. On the forward time frame, let's see what it looks like. On the forward time frame for Great Britain pounds US dollar, we are going to experience a little bit of buy before we see sell. We're going to experience a little bit of buy before the sell. What do I mean? The market has sold a little bit in the price range like this before now. So what we can look forward to see is how the markets will go back into a price range that has actually occurred before, where it's creating an opportunity for distribution. So with this information now, the market can move from this current price level of 1.2914 to a price level like this for a mitigation right here, something like this. At what price level? 1.2950, 1.2950. So I'll be expecting a little bit of buy into this price range before there will be a sell on Great Britain pounds US dollar, following 4-hour time frame outlook. And with that, I'm going to sell successfully into a price range like 1.27800 psychological zone. This is my outlook on Great Britain pounds US dollar for this week. And then let's go to AUD US dollar. This guy did almost the opposite of what was going on EURUSD and Great Britain pounds US dollar in the last week. But let's check what is going on right here, and let's focus on what opportunity we have in the future. On AUD US dollar for the monthly time frame outlook, this week so far has looked like, let's see, has looked as a doji. As well, as you can see, this market looks more bullish. And of course, if we're going to buy this at all, when you check this, you will see that in a particular direction, you see it's been a bearish movement in this trend line outlook, right? And currently is at the peak of that trend line analysis. And what are we expecting? If the DXY is going to be stronger, if the DXY is going to be weaker, then we can anticipate if the DXY is stronger, we can anticipate a sell, more sell from this price level to a lower price before we're going to experience more of a buy. And basically, that's what we should be expecting. This should actually sell off on this monthly time frame. This should actually sell off to a price level like this before we can see more opportunity to buy. All right, which means on our monthly outlook, we should be expecting a little bit of sell before we buy AUD US dollar. But for that level to be very, very clear, let's check it out on what we have on the weekly outlook for AUD US dollar. AUD US dollar for last week was a powerful bearish candle, which was actually a total engulfing candle right there. And by the way, there was a gap at the new week opening of the market for last week, and thereby the closing of the previous week was 0.6783, and last week opening was at 0.6771, and that is a little bit of gap, even though the market made up price efficient at the end of the day. But then the market currently is at the price level that is showing more bearish momentum before we can experience bullish momentum. And with this information, what are we expecting so far? This level at 0.6869 is expected to be taken out in the market. But currently, right now, what are we expecting? A bearish movement. So if we're expecting a bearish movement, it means we can be looking forward to sell AUD US dollar for this week. But to what price level are we expecting this sell to come to? What price level exactly? So let's check it out. Let's see what the market has done over time. This basically is a support level that the market has reacted with. And let's look at this price level. Let's look at here. Okay, from here to the current market price, this is a weekly time frame analysis, and that means we are expecting more. With this outlook, this is just a 50 pips movement that we can be expecting for the first or second day of the market opening, which means this is reasonable enough. But for the weekly outlook, for those that are trading intraday opportunities, what price level will be expecting the market to get to for us to actually sell off? So when you calculate that from this price level to this price level, this market is giving us about 250 pips, and to this price level about 26 pips. So when you check that with the correlation of what we've done before now with the euro US dollar and Great Britain pounds US dollar, we can be expecting AUD US dollar to come to this price level on this time frame. And when you check this carefully, you see that this is a very bearish market for intraday, for swing opportunity. Before you're going to buy, ensure the market gets to these price levels to give you more opportunity to buy on a discount price range. And this is very, very important for you as a trader. Now, one other thing we should look forward to see is on the daily time frame. On the daily outlook, you will see that the market has sold for a while on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 5 days straight. And if the market has been able to do this for 5 days straight, what does that mean for you as a trader? It means you should be looking forward to see how the market is going to retrace a little bit before you're going to buy. And is that really possible? Yes, of course, it is very, very possible. For the AUD US dollar daily, we can still expect a little bit of sell to a price range like this before we're going to see that buy. Basically, with this long bearish swing, we are expecting more of a little bit retracement before we see that sell. But I'm suspecting the market will definitely still have a way around moving to a price range like this at the end of the day. And when you calculate that, it's going to be about 40 to 50 pips, as I said, and this is reasonable enough for a day. So which means before we have much of opportunity for a buy, we should be expecting more retracement, of course, with the daily time frame on AUD USD. It's even possible if the dollar is going to lose strength in tomorrow or next tomorrow, depending. It's just a simple thing to anticipate the market to do something like this, to do a retracement to this level, which is about how many pips here? This is about 30 pips buy before the market will now sell off. So basically, market can actually do something like this to this level before it will now sell off to this price range. And if this is your outlook, if this is what you're looking out for on AUD US dollar, then it is very, very good for you to look at this analysis, compare this to yours, and then we can have a proper opportunity in the market. So with this now, and we are done with the 4-hour time frame analysis on AUD US dollar. And let's see what opportunity we have on the 4-hour time frame. So this 4-hour time frame analysis definitely corresponds with what we have on the daily outlook. And the daily outlook says a buy is even more possible before we have the sell. And definitely on this AUD US dollar 4-hour time frame, it is also the same. We can anticipate a buy before we cannot have the sell. This is the outlook on AUD US dollar for this time frame. Okay, when we are done with this, we can move forward to USDCAD and see how this reacts. Okay, the outlook for us to sell US dollar, I think that was 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. It didn't work out because the market moved the opposite direction. And I think that was corrected last week where we changed our bias based on what the market was showing us. Once we have a price like this is more or less a W pattern. And when you see market doing this, created this high level, this is sponsored candle, move away from this price range to break the previous structure. The market came back into this price range just to grab liquidity and create another new leg for a bullish momentum. And currently it has gotten to another block level where we should be expecting a little bit of sell in the market. And that's why we've been experiencing this sell. This is on 4-hour time frame anyways. This is an intraday opportunity for USDCAD. All right. And then let's see what happens on the higher time frame, which is the monthly. And from there, we take it down to a lower time frame so we can have different opportunities in the market. On the monthly time frame for USDCAD, we've seen the market has actually reacted in different ways for this month, but then it remains a bullish, even though the bearish has been taken away and been eroded by the bullish movement in the market. And with that information, it means we can be expecting a little bit of buy before we see sell, a little bit of buy before we see sell. Let's check that information, how correct that is on the weekly outlook. On the weekly outlook right here, what do you see? You see how the market has reacted on the weekly outlook here. You see that last week was a very massive bullish candlestick, ended this way and closed at 1.3728. And with this information, it's very clear that it is very possible for US dollar CAD to come around this price level to test, right? And this is about, let's check it out from here to here. This is about 117 pips, which is relative to Euro US dollar and Great Britain pounds US dollar pips range that we are expecting for retracement for this week. So essentially, it is good for you as a trader to understand that you're not going to trade based on what you think. It will be based on what you see in the market. And with that idea now, we have something to hold on to as an anchor in this week that we are entering on USDCAD. We'll be looking forward to see more opportunity for a sell before we buy. But eventually, do you know that on the daily time frame, let's check something on daily time frame. On a daily time frame here, what can you see? Now, this price has come to a price level like this at a premium price range. It rejected to 1.3728 and closed there. What exactly are you thinking? What do you think the market will do? The market is expected to sell to a price range like this before it will pick up for a buy. Okay, the market is expected to sell to a price range like this before it will pick up for a buy. Why? There is a candle right here that will sponsor that event to happen. Okay, this may take 2 days, it may take 3 days, but this is exactly what I'm anticipating on USDCAD. I am expecting the market to do a little bit of sell into this price range before I will see a buy. And how many pips is that? Basically, that is about 50 pips on average for this week. So daily time frame is about 50 pips on average. You're expecting a little bit of sell into this price range before we have another swing for a buy. And this buy is expected to take a hit at 1.3790. Okay, I'm expecting this level to be taken out completely. Then if this level is taken out within this price range, we can now talk about selling USDCAD again. We can now talk about selling USDCAD again within this price range. But currently, this is my outlook on our daily time frame on USDCAD. On 4-hour time frame, what can we see? It's still the same illustration. The information remains the same. After a very swing movement in a particular direction, you will expect the market to move down or move up to a price range to grab liquidity and to do more movement in the anticipated direction. Of course, if you're looking at 4-hour time frame for you to take opportunity, you can as well check out this price range on the lower time frame, by the way. Okay, this is just a bonus. You can look forward to check out this price range right here for you to take your buy as well. So which means on lower time frame there will be more clarity on this price level if you're looking forward to trade on USDCAD 4-hour time frame. Basically, these are just the outlooks that will guide your weekly buyers in the market. And in course of the week, we're going to be dropping more analysis that will shape all of these that we've talked about. On gold, let's come to gold. Let's check out what we have on gold. This is a monthly time frame, a very bullish movement, a massive bullish movement. And this is not stopping yet because this is still showing more of a bullish trend in the market. So, which means the market has gotten to the all-time high of 2481.11, right? And the market has retraced and rejected the price level up down to 2420.61. And this means a lot in the market. And what exactly are we looking for to do with that information? On the weekly time frame outlook, this is looking more like we're going to be expecting double top formation right there because the market has gotten to this price range. It has swept the liquidity above 2447.43 by certain number of pips, and it has rejected, ended more like a bearish a candlestick we call shooting star, a bearish shooting star. And with this information, it means we can be looking forward to see more sell in the market for this week. This looks like an hanging man. If you're looking at an hanging man at a premium price range, it means a sell. If you're looking at a shooting star at a premium price range, it means you should be looking forward to a sell. This is suggesting a sell information to us on the weekly outlook for gold. All right, and we can do all that to this price level. Our analysis for last week, we made more than 800 pips on gold, and imagine what the market can do this week. So to the current market price, this is about 1,000 or 1,300 pips to this price range for a sell. But then let's further break this down on the lower time frame, which is a daily, and let's see what opportunity we have on gold right here. The last trading day for gold was a bearish a bearish candle, which is a very good one. Okay, this is a Marubozu bearish. This is a bearish Marubozu candle, rather. This is a bearish Marubozu candle on this price range for gold, and this is always about selling. It's a strong indication for more sell in the market. So, which means we can expect gold to sell to a price range like this at 2395 or 2400 psychological zone before we're going to experience a little bit of buy. But for now, it looks bearish in the market, and we can be looking for that bearish opportunity in this same market. Let's check out what we have on the deal. Okay, we've checked weekly, right? We've checked out what we have on weekly. So weekly is more like this. This is exactly what we're looking at on weekly time frame. Okay, so let's go back to the 4 hours. We are done with the daily. On the daily, we are looking forward to see more sell. After we see the bearish Marubozu, we're looking forward to see a sell. And on the 4-hour time frame outlook for gold, this is looking exactly just like those other guys. You see, this is a complete this is a complete formation of M pattern, which is a swing failure, by the way. And right here, we will have an information about rebuying again. So let me wipe every other thing I have here. Let me do something simple. Right now, we're going to look at what price range can we be expecting the buy to happen, the sell to happen on gold. So if we are looking forward to intraday opportunity on gold for this time frame analysis of 4 hours, we can be expecting the market to come to a price range like this, just this price range. Okay, so exactly at 2436.99, or let me check again, 2436.25. This price level, I would be expecting a reaction in the market, expecting this to happen, expecting this to also happen. So this is my outlook on gold. I will be expecting a buy at the new week opening market price. So get into this price range, and if this happens, then this is a price level I can be selling from. Definitely, you're going to trade with your own proper risk management. Great Britain pounds, Japanese yen, USD, JPY, they are also doing fantastic things. But let's keep these 5 as my top outlooks on this currency pairs, my top currency pairs I'm checking out for this week. And in course of the week, we're going to have more opportunities in the markets based on intraday opportunities and in the market shift. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and do have a peaceful and profitable week ahead of you. Trade with proper risk management, and do enjoy the rest of the trading week. Bye for now.